He's like, it sounds expensive. It's the cheapest drug out there.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
funny.
No, it completely backfired. Yeah. Nancy Reagan is responsible for more drug addicts than almost anybody else.
Recorded live from Studio 12A in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. You're listening to the Josh and Friends Podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to the Josh and Friends Podcast. I am your host. My name is Josh. And this week, the show welcomes back Mr. Lee Olson. And today we'll be having an interesting discussion about some random topics from the past. Questions like, were items and places actually better back in the 80s and 90s than they are today? I mean, do we really miss Blockbuster video? Were sitcoms actually funnier back in the day? Or are we just romanticizing our youth and wishing that we could all go back in time like Marty McFly? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. Everything from rock music to fast food and even video arcades. So stick around for these discussions and more, and help me welcome back to the program. He's my old pal, the one and only Mr. Lee Olson. Woo! Lee Olson, the man. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, dude.
Good to see you. You know what? When you're on the pod, it's always a good time.
I mean, it might always be a good time, but we never really know what we're going to get. Today, no Tito's, so it'll be
a
little bit more mellow, maybe a little more logical, though.
A little more serious. A little more serious.
I mean, I don't know if I ever get serious, but you know.
Well, so all right, let's just get right into this. So basically, I came across this list the other day, and it was about things that used to exist back in the day. They not necessarily, or they might be around, but they're not like, you know, big, and that like people miss these things, and you know, and it said that the think the article that I first brought up was things that people that were born after 2005, they just won't understand. And I'm like, all right, there's like so many of these lists, right?
Right.
So, and they're always throwing out these things, and they're like, all right, but. And they'll name something. They're like, remember this? And you're like, yeah, but was that great? Like, was it?
Right.
I mean, if it's that great, wouldn't it still be around? That's kind of how I think about like a lot of this stuff, right?
That's a pretty good starting point. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what your list is, but that's a pretty good starting point. Is if it went away and nobody was like, wait, that we needed that thing.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe
yeah,
it wasn't that cool.
so yeah, I mean, and a lot of this is like, I think we'll keep circling back to this, but I think a lot of this is. Are you actually missing that stuff, or are you missing being young and thinking back to like romanticizing this stuff?
And nostalgia altogether ignores all the pain and annoyance of going through the everyday stuff. Yeah. Like that's like we're all like, oh, it was so much better 3 months ago and 3 years ago and 30 years ago. It's because you don't remember like that you were busy doing dumb shit that day too. But today you're busy doing dumb shit also. Yeah. And you focus on that. I don't know. Nostalgia is a weird thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I kind of went through this list and a few other lists just to like, you know, take out just random stuff. Sure. And we'll kind of like discuss some of this stuff and decide for ourselves, is this really better? And I have some other kind of questions in here that I was going to throw out, but yeah, we'll discuss kind of like, you know, was it really that great? Some of these are, and I have put up a list of things that maybe are better than they were, because there's certainly things that are better, but
sure.
But yeah. So the first thing they had on the list, Lee, the first thing that they had on this list was the joy of going to a video rental store on Friday nights. And I'm like, all right, like, was that great? Was that great? To me, I'm like, so you have to get out, you have to get dressed first off.
Right.
And then you have to go to your car, and in Seattle, it's like raining and shit. And then you have to drive to the video store. And then you have to hope that the video that you're looking for that just came out is still there and available. And then if it's not, you're like, I wasted this time. Now I got to either try to figure out something else or go to a different video store or just leave.
Right.
Right. Is that better? Is that better than like Netflix?
No, it's definitely not better for that purpose. But I think the thing that people miss, and this will probably be a running theme through it, is the pace and the process of doing something was actually more enjoyable than just getting the thing immediately. Which, like, again, I don't know where this list is going, but like, the thing is rarely the thing. The process of getting to the thing is usually more enjoyable. Yeah. But we forget that. We're like, well, I wanted to go see a movie. Well, back in the day, you had to save your money, and then you had to go on a Friday evening, and you had to go to the theater, and you had to stand in line. That's the process that you enjoy. The movie is the same. I think it's the same with this. You had to go to the fucking video store, and it was a big thing, and everybody in the family was like, oh, we're only going to rent 2, so who's going to pick them this time? Whatever. We're going to get one for the parents and one for the kids. Are we getting a pizza? Are we doing it's the process. It has nothing to do with the movie. So if you're comparing going to the video store to Netflix, I don't even think they're the same activity. I think they both have a movie involved, but people they're looking back on that process and saying, I enjoyed that slow, methodical process more than just click, I got it.
Well, yeah, and I was talking about this with Andy on the last podcast that we did, and I'm like, the last movie that I saw, it was the Superman movie, right? And we're sitting there watching this, and I'm like, I gotta piss. But the whole point of me going to this was so I could do a little review, kind of reaction, kind of video. And I'm like, what if I missed something? So here I am, Lee, I'm watching this video, and I'm like, I gotta piss a quarter of the way into it. So I'm holding in, going to the bathroom, and I'm like, I cannot wait.
I would not make it. I mean, you know me, I pee 9 times during movies, so I would not be okay with that.
Yeah, so it's like, but you don't have to do that when you're watching on Netflix, right?
Right.
Or whatever streaming. Right. You know, you just I'll pause, maybe catch it another hour or the next day, you know? So, I don't know.
But that's the thing, is that what are we talking about? Are we talking about the movie, or are we talking about the
experience? An outing, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, Jewel and I still go to, they have $5 or $7 movies or so, I forget what it is, on certain days. Screen unseen. You go there and you don't know what movie you're going to see.
That is so crazy that you guys do that. I love it.
It's
so
fun.
Funny.
And it isn't fun because the movies are good. Sometimes the movies are great. Sometimes they're shit. Sometimes they're cartoons. But it's the point of going through the process, going down there, maybe getting some popcorn, getting a drink, sitting down. That process is enjoyable.
It's exciting. Kind of like back when you used to play Russian roulette. And
oh yeah,
I mean, clearly you didn't lose, but
obviously, yeah. Well, I was really good. I was really good at it.
Yeah. All right, so here's things that people say they miss and wish they would make a comeback. So this is not my list. I just want to point this out. Yeah. It's not my list. This is just some things that I jotted down.
Sure.
So, and just you can give me some thoughts on some of these. So the first one on here is thumbing through the TV guide. Oh yeah, the TV guide. You remember the TV guide? Who the
fuck misses that? No, I know who misses it. Wait, I don't know who compiled this list. I know who misses that.
Who's that?
70-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
Because it's our parents, because they had the TV guide and they could come home and they could thumb through and see when Magnum PI was on.
Right. And it was just the clicker was family. 2. It was 3 or 4 buttons.
Clunk, clunk, and it made
the power button on the top.
Yeah. And it made a clunk sound when you hit it.
It's kind of actually kind of nice. It's that. It's
the tactile. Yeah.
It's kind of like the Blackberries. People like the Blackberry because it actually made a.
Jewel still brings that up. We had a conversation about Blackberries last week. She misses her Blackberry so much. She must have been the last person in North America with a Blackberry.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is funny. Okay, how about this one, Lee? How about this one? Not being on social media sites. I mean, you could still do that, right? You could still do that.
I mean,
there's lots of people that aren't on social media, like Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, and stuff like that. I guess that's kind of more of just a choice, right?
It is. No, that one's weird to me, because if they miss it,
but everybody was not on social media back in the day.
Well, true, right? I mean, I guess maybe if the context is they miss a day before, miss the time before social media existed. Okay, right? Because you can't go back to that. But if it's miss not being on social media, just fucking don't go on social media. It's not that hard.
Yeah, like Vic and Ryan. Yeah, there's lots of people that.
I'm barely on social media. I have a fake Facebook that I essentially use for baseball videos and political rants.
Right.
If you don't want to be on social media, fucking don't. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. It's easy to do.
But if you would like to go back to the world where you had to actually talk to somebody, or, the communication moved differently, or I get it. I do understand that. Like, social media does change how the social sort of interactions happen. And if people miss that, then it's valid. But if it's the other, then just fucking don't go on social media.
I think here's another one. I think this is like a one where kind of like what you just spoke about, where you're longing for being young. But it says, running wild and free. Come back home when the streetlights turn off.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I'll take I'm not a parent, so I don't know what kids go through today, but my observation is that they live a very regimented life now. Their lives are regimented every minute of the day because the parents are fucking helicoptering over them all the time. It's, you go to school, and by the way, you don't ride a bus to school. They drop you off and they make sure to walk you to the door and whatever the fuck. Then you get out and the parent is right there, or you have class, or, like sports or whatever. And I mean, like, that's my observation of kids today is, it's a freedom thing, but also it's just cool to not have your day fucking planned out for you. That's fun. It's nice to have that. And it is freedom. It is the thing where you just get to go do whatever the fuck you want. And our generation might be the last one that kind of had that, where our parents were busy fucking working. Like, it wasn't a social choice where they're like, hey, this would be really great if we let our kids just fucking come home from school and do whatever they want until we get home at 6:30. Like, it was a fucking requirement because they all worked.
Yeah.
So,
just, hey, do whatever you do.
Yeah. Just
come
don't
back
get
when the lights
arrested.
come on.
Yeah, just don't get arrested. Just don't cause us any fucking, don't cost us money or make us put any effort out, because we're tired.
I love that. Don't cost us any money. That's great. All right. How about this one, Lee? Music videos on MTV.
On MTV Music Television.
See, that's another thing I have a problem with, because, like, dude, now, like, you were at the beck and call of, what their programming was, right? Like, and now you have YouTube. You could watch any video ever made.
Yep.
And any genre.
Immediately. Yep.
Right. That's one of those things that we talk about where it's like we could all relate to the same things that we're watching because they're on.
Exactly. Well, that's what I was just going to say, is that the way MTV was before is it's a shared experience. Sort of like when there were only 3 TV channels, you were sharing that experience because you had no other options. Now we don't get to show up and say, oh my God, did you see the new video on MTV? Oh, did you watch this? Or one of 3 channels means, if you go to the office after that and you talk to people, they're talking about Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like, what are you watching? Seinfeld. That's gone. It's gone forever now because people will be watching everything all the time whenever they want. There is no commonality. And I get that. It is really cool to have people sort of on that same moment, right? I mean, like, that's what going to sporting events and stuff is all about, is being in the same moment, in the same space as other people experiencing the same thing.
Weren't we just talking about that too? Like the other day, where like that sports is pretty much the last of that, right?
Yeah.
That's the last programming.
Sports and I like concerts,
But,
I mean,
but as far as like TV programming, like, that's, I mean, sports, that's live.
It's the last.
Everyone's watching it at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the last of it.
And we're all sharing in that sort of experience, watching what happens and not knowing what's coming next. Yeah. Sport is kind of the last spot for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one's kind of, okay. So it says rock music and hair bands.
Their music rocked a generation.
I think people were living in the moment. It was a great time. It was an exciting time.
It was just magic.
It was the Reaganomic years. There was excess everything. Excess money, excess drugs, excess booze, excess women.
You have rock music. It's just not popular anymore just because it's, the genres have changed and people's tastes have changed.
Yeah.
And same with hair bands, right?
That's just a taste thing. Oh, we miss this. Like, I do miss guitar rock. Like, I miss guitar rock. Like, and I think it is not as prevalent as it was when we were kids. But also
in the pop world, in the world of like pop, because like pop music, rock music was king.
Exactly. Right.
Decades.
Right. For us in our formative years, just before. But I mean, like,
But as far as like the top 40 stuff, like, I mean, rock music was king for quite some time. And then, I mean, obviously you have like, you're always going to have like the, the disco, stuff and the whatever.
Well, and for me, like, it's totally valid to say, oh, I miss that. Because I do. I miss rock. I miss guitar rock. Right. but it's sort of generational and it's genre specific and whatever. And it'd be the same as, I don't know, our fucking grandparents saying, I miss Count Basie.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't resonate with us because what?
Who
the fuck wants to hear a clarinet?
Yeah.
Right. But us saying, I want hair metal or hair bands or guitar rock again is no different to the new generation. They're like, who the fuck wants to hear a guitar? The same way I say, who would want to hear a fucking saxophone?
I miss those old crooners back in the day.
Well, there you go. It was always
Rat
better
Pack.
back then.
Yeah. Those are good old days.
I guess the podcast is over. We just defined it. We were nostalgic.
So, all right, here's a random for you. Here's a random one here. So this is like, I was like, whoa, I remember that. Remember, like, these are just randomly bringing up weird shit. I'm like, what? I'm like, but remember, I don't know if this was like our go-to ever, but once in a great while, All Sport. Remember All Sport? Like the drink?
Oh, the drink. Yeah, like the Gatorade thing.
All Sport Body Quencher. The game will never be the same.
Yeah,
it was carbonated. It was like the Pepsi's answer to Coke's. I think Coke made both Powerade and Gatorade. I think. I don't know who made both of those. But
I vaguely remember All Sport.
But it was carbonated, and they're like, yeah, that's not really good to drink. They said that later. They're like, yeah,
because you vomit a lot when you're like if you're really pushing it, like sports for those kids who play sports today, the sports that we played, the coaches would try to make you vomit. Just so you know, that doesn't happen, I'm sure, today. But they would try to make you vomit,
or they would punish you by like, okay, you're not getting drinks this time because you guys didn't do it fast enough.
What's that? You guys are heat stroked? Fuck you, run more. Like, your punishment for getting heat stroke is that we're gonna put some plastic garbage bags over you and make you run around the track until you pass out.
Oh, it's so great. So someone wrote underneath one of those like things. They said a fan said that it was the best drink for hangovers and migraines. It had a better flavor than Gatorade. And I'm like, aren't there like 4,000 flavors of Gatorade?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, well, that might be true, but All Sport just wasn't. I don't know.
Like I said, if it was that great, I mean,
exactly. And you know what took its place if we're talking about carbonated sort of replenishment drinks?
What's that?
Wacky energy drinks.
Yeah, totally.
Which, by the way, I'm a Monster guy. I got this just because I fucking saw it. It's actually tasty.
Well, you pulled an Eric. You're like, you know what?
I did. I'm up for whatever. Up for whatever.
Okay, how about this one? This one's kind of like, again, most of these are going to be kind of like the same, Lee. Salad bars at fast food restaurants.
Burger King wants to know, have you had your salad today? Well, take this simple test. Do you recognize this vegetable? When's the last time you saw one of these? Does this ring a bell? No? Then come to the Burger King salad bar and see what's new. 3-bean salad, Jell-O, pasta salad. So next time you want a more memorable salad, come to the Burger King salad bar. All you have to remember is this.
Wendy's, Burger King.
Whoa, who the fuck misses that? It's all dirty and gross, and you know it was the same salad that was out there from the day before.
Right, and it's
they
like
just came and dumped it out of a bin, and it's
at a fast food restaurant.
And nobody wants salad in fast food restaurants anyway. Who the fuck misses that? That's a joke. That's the joke one, right? Like, that's how you know AI wrote that, because they're like, hey, let's look up the menu at Rax, and we'll just put this onto a list. They're like, it turns out Rax had a fucking salad bar, so let's put it on. The robot thinks we ate salad at fucking at Arby's.
Lee, did you ever get a salad at Burger King?
No, not once. I'm almost 50. Not one. I've never gotten a salad at Burger King. No, that's why I know, as of this moment, I know AI wrote that list, because it's looking at the information and saying, we think that they ate salads back then, and there was these fast food places, and so they must miss having the salad bar at fucking Burger King. This
could be another AI slip up as well, because AI, we're just proclaiming that AI.
It is. No, that's robot. That was robot all the way. No human looks back on Burger King and says, I miss the fucking salad bar out in the lobby.
Days of salad at a,
and just like dirty, like, the whole thing about it. What?
Yeah.
This is robot. This is a robot list. We just crossed the Rubicon. This is,
I've seen people talk about, like, they're like, I miss, who else misses the pan pizzas at Pizza Hut? And I'm like, I don't know.
That's a taste. They're like, okay. I miss certain menu items here and there, but like none that come to mind where I'm like, oh my God, I wish they had that thing. I do. Well, actually, I take it back. I missed the Arby's 5 for $5 sandwiches when it was this much meat and this much bun.
Arby's 5 for $5 deal going on right now. 5 Arby's regular roast beef sandwiches, only $5. Now, why they call them regular, I don't know. Look at all that lean, slow-roasted roast beef. Pretty special if you ask me. So hurry to Arby's for their 5 for $5 deal. Hey, different is good.
Yes, dude.
And
Lee, what did you? Is that the one where? Is that the time where you bought that with all change?
Yeah, well, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah.
You.
Well, I bought a lot of stuff because I cashed an entire paycheck from the Mariners in quarters, and I just dumped it all in one of those little bags.
No, when you request that, and they, what do they say? What's the reaction when you request the entire?
Well, I mean, they just gave me a bunch. They thought I was like a coin, like at the bank. They're like, okay, we'll just, and they gave me a bunch of rolls of quarters, and I was like, well, that's not going to work. I need to break them all open and carry them around in this dumb bag. So I did.
And here you are, like counting like all these, like,
oh yeah.
And it was through the drive-through too. So like, you're like,
well, it was all. I mean, that was paycheck. It was like $400 or something. So it was like $400 in quarters. It was a lot of fast food places, if we're being honest.
Well, so it's funny because I think I had that part of the other list on here was, so I did. This is part of the other. So we're just going to fast forward because like, I saw it on here. Cheap fast food is one of the good things, right? Because like, I know inflation and stuff like that, but dude, no, like, remember Taco Bell, like 49-cent tacos?
Yeah, and it was really cheap.
All the tacos you want at a price you can handle. 49 cents each. All day, every day. When it comes to getting your fill for less, nobody beats the border. Taco Bell has a border, make a ride for the border.
I mean,
it was even cheap. It was cheap even for our budget at the time. I mean, like, like you said, against inflation, because like maybe that taco is, I don't know, $2.50 or something, or $3 now.
Yeah.
But it would be the equivalent of it being like $1 now or something. Right. Like it was really cheap.
I mean, we're talking like 39-cent cheeseburgers at McDonald's.
You could absolutely get a decent filling. I won't say decent. You could get a filling meal at McDonald's or Taco Bell with the change that was in your ashtray if you didn't smoke in your car. You absolutely can in a Jam. And we did a lot.
Well, here's something that we both kind of wish they brought back was the Taco Bell's Mexi Nuggets.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it must.
I remember you used to get the big, large, like those.
Taco Time stuck with it, right? The fucking Mexi Nuggets are just tater tots.
But they did have that they had that seasoning on it. We're like,
oh, true. There was a seasoning thing.
So we would literally go to get a bag of those. Yeah. And then we go to Taco Time because it was a little bit of a step up, It
was,
nice little step up. But you're like, we're gonna get the tots from Taco Bell, and then we're gonna go get regular food from Taco Time.
Yeah. Well, I definitely missed that, but also again, those guys are business people. I imagine if the rest of the world agreed with us, they would have gone back to the Mexi Nuggets.
Right. But then they started making like they started like replacing it with like different kinds of kind of like similar stuff. They have like, Mexi fries. I don't know, whatever. Who cares? Like,
yeah, I mean, yes, I miss that. Yeah. But also I don't eat any of that shit anymore. So, which is a bummer because it was tasty, but
once in a great while, it's nice to, but it's hard to like go to those places because they're so expensive.
Oh yeah.
It's like crazy.
Fuck. Dude, I think the last time I went to like a legit fast food place I think it was New Year's Eve. Not even this, maybe it was this year. I don't remember. Or maybe it was the year before. Jewel and I came back from Seattle and it was after midnight, whatever. Like, we're hungry. Let's just go to Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
We got just like a burger meal each, and I got like the supersized drink, whatever. But we didn't load up on shit. And it was like, $48.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like $25 for a meal. Like, holy shit.
It's shocking when you see the prices. Yeah. You're like, does that really say like $15 for a what? Like
and then if you get supersized, it goes to like 21 and then tax. and then they have the audacity out some of those places to be like, how much do you want a tip? And I was like, what? It
crazy,
really was
dude.
like, I think we almost spent, it was like 40. I mean, we spent like $40, but $40 used to be a sit down, pretty good meal.
Right. Yeah. It's wild, man.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this one, Lee? Now this one's kind of, again, it's kind of a throwback to like, being young, but like they had baseball cards on here. And I'm like, what are they missing exactly? The gum? Because like, isn't baseball cards, they're pretty big still.
They're,
like,
they're as big as they've ever been.
Right. It's like the problem is the cards are worth a lot of money.
Well, they are, and maybe, okay. So the problem is though, it's not what it used to be. It used to be you'd collect your favorite players, right? And then honestly, our generation ruined it. Griffey ruined it. The number one Upper Deck card in 1989 ruined it because it became a speculative asset where they literally produced the Beckett price sheet. And once you're looking at prices instead of players, it changed the whole thing. But like I went to, there's a card store here in Bellevue, and I've been there a couple of times because Toppy and I will occasionally get like packs and open them, whatever. Dude, no bullshit. You can walk in there and there will be a single pack of cards. Some of them are $1,000.
Wow.
Many are 80, 200. Like it's because you might get a card out of it that's $100,000 card.
Wow.
Right. But like, so to me, the magic is gone because I'm not going to go spend $250 to try. Like that's gambling. It's just gambling.
Yeah.
Now,
So it's basically like going into a casino.
Yeah.
Right?
It is gambling with a different thing. Yes. You're gambling because, and that's the thing is like, if you got your favorite player in the best card possible in today's market, no way you keep it. No way any of us normal people keep it. We get it graded, we sell it at auction, and we fucking buy a house. That's the difference. When you got a 1989 Upper Deck Griffey, you would never sell it.
Right.
You would.
I mean, I still have
lock that fucker. I still have the important cards for I finally did trade 5 of those for. I sold them, or 5 different cards, but
for
but
down payment on your house.
It wasn't that good. I bought that watch.
Okay. Yeah. So, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, now I suppose I miss the idea that there's a hobby for kids on sort of a kid's budget, because that is not a hobby for kids anymore.
Yeah, because like we were talking about, you could buy a 25-cent pack of cards.
Yeah.
And and then learn about the players. Basically, that's what it was about, right? Before
it was Griffey, stats. It was pre-Griffey, pre-19. You can draw that stark line. It was 1989, card number 1 in the Upper Deck baseball set, the inaugural set. Baseball card collecting was essentially changed from we like baseball and we like players to we're investing as though it's a security. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they call that era the junk wax because it's just all garbage.
Good reason. We fucking printed so much of it. We bought a lot of it. I hauled it around for 20 years. Yeah.
How about this one? This is another one of these ones where I'm like, are we looking back and thinking that stuff was better than it is now, or is it actually still the same but we're not like affected? But funny commercials.
I think humor in general has gone downhill because everybody's terrified of offending anybody. And how do you make a joke without sort of poking fun at someone or something?
Right, because that's the whole point of comedy, right? Like
you can't do a joke without, like, I don't know what kind of, short of just surprising. Like if you say something that is surprising, that can be comedy. But otherwise, you have to sort of be making fun of something that somebody is doing.
Yeah.
And everyone's terrified of doing that. And so now we don't have good comedy.
That sucks.
Commercials included. But comedy has...
You really are walking on eggshells, right?
And you might have your career ruined. You might have your fucking... like you might get sued. You might get... it's bad. Comedy is bad now because... and comedy is kind of the last bastion of places where, like, because of satire laws, you are still allowed to make fun of some shit that in other realms you can't. If you stand up there as a human and you say something, you can get sued. But I don't know. It's so yes.
So pretty much
funny commercials are definitely shittier.
So pretty much in that 2-week period of the Super Bowl is like the only time we're getting comedy commercials, right?
And even those are pretty fucking. They're pretty bland.
Yeah, we're like, is that funny?
It's like, that's all right.
Yeah. Okay, how about this, Lee? Video arcades. So video arcades, there's still arcades, but do that many people go to them anymore? I've walked past these at the malls that are still open, and you could like walk in there. There's like one person in there, you're like, or like nobody in there.
And I'm guessing that the person who's in there is our age,
right?
I don't think kids have any interest.
Well, in that. And also, Lee, everyone has this at their house now, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but also remember that, again, this is a thing. The thing isn't the thing. The arcade games weren't the thing. It was true that we couldn't play them at home, but kind of our generation turned that on its head where like we kind of could because Atari came out, then Nintendo. Like we were the first generation where we could kind of do that.
But they weren't good. They were like,
no, they weren't
still
good.
Not good. They're primitive.
But remember what arcades were about: meeting girls. They were about going
or
somewhere.
Hanging out with your friends, yeah.
Exactly. Going somewhere communal and socializing. Like that's what an arcade was. And in a sort of uniquely kid-friendly environment, playing video games and stuff. That's what people miss. They don't miss the games. The games sucked.
Yeah.
Compared to today's games.
Yeah, gosh. Yeah, today's games are like watching a movie.
Right? Yeah. But going somewhere with a bunch of people who are similar to you, all interested in the same thing, that's what we all miss, of course.
How about mixtapes?
No. That's again. Today,
at this when I saw that, I was laughing.
Now you might have a different comment on this because I think you genuinely enjoy the process of sort of making playlists, and because there is a skill to that, and there is something to it. Like, hey, this one might tie in with that one and whatever. And you made a ton of mixtapes and a ton of mixed CDs and whatever.
Yeah.
I won't take that away from people who enjoy that process. I never enjoyed that process. I just wanted to listen to the music I wanted to listen to.
Right.
Today is 1,000,000% better. I can just put whatever the fuck I want.
I mean, I definitely got that from my dad. Like,
sure,
tapes, right? But but also, nobody misses mixtapes, right?
No, they don't.
Because like, listen, you could only put like 16 to 20 songs on a tape, and you had to choose those. Like now, Lee, I have playlists that have 1,000 playlists on them.
Oh yeah,
it's a full on radio station, right?
100%.
So it's like
nobody
misses mixtapes.
That's the most definitive one on this list so far. If you miss a mixtape, you're fucking wrong. It's not. You just make a Spotify playlist and move on with your life.
You're really romanticizing, like, the fact that
that's not a thing.
Okay, how about this one, Lee? There's another one that, again, I'm not a big fan of, but I understand it because we already talked about it. But funny sitcoms.
Busiest Beaver Award goes to Phyllis Lappin. Yeah!
He says bushiest beaver.
What? We'll fix it up.
I mean, that's comedy, but it's also the shared thing. It's both. We keep coming back to this because there were such limited options for us to all watch.
Yeah. Were they actually? How many were actually funny? Like, it's so funny. Have you seen those like videos where they play clips of a sitcom from back in the day,
right?
And they take out the laughing. Oh,
I'm sure. Right.
It's
no, they're not. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I saw someone do that with Friends, and it looked like Ross was like, he was like a serial killer or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it was like, how many of these are actually like Cheers? Pretty funny. Yep. Cheers is a pretty funny show.
Yep.
If you want to go back into the 70s, maybe like All in the Family or something,
All in the Family wasn't funny. It was shocking.
That's true.
And that's also true. Comedy. That's also comedy, is to shock people. I mean, that's Anthony Jeselnik.
You can't do that show, right?
No, you couldn't. Yeah.
Not any time in the last 20 years.
No. Yeah.
Probably 25 years.
But like, I think, okay, so the sitcom thing, I think it's the shared thing, but also the comedy was fucking better. Like Seinfeld is a funny show. Take the laugh track out anyway. It doesn't matter. It's a funny show.
No soup for you. Come back 1 year.
Yeah.
But we don't have good comedy anymore because people are afraid to fucking make jokes.
I am fascinated with people that I talked about this on a previous podcast where people just hate things just because they think it's cool to like hate shit.
Yeah, that's cynicism.
They're like, fucking Seinfeld sucks. And I'm like, have you watched Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Have you actually like watched it? They're like, it sucks. And I'm like, all right. They're like, Beatles fucking suck. And I'm like, it might not be your fucking like kind of music, but they definitely don't suck. Like they don't suck. Might be not
pretty objectively shit. Genius. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, there's a reason why every single one of your favorite bands is a Beatles fan.
Right.
It's like, all right. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think that cynicism got more popular. I think social media makes cynicism, sexier, because everybody's doing it. It's like, it's not cool to like something. It's cool to dislike. And we all engage in it to some extent, but it does get exhausting when it's clearly just, I don't know, contrarian.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's another one for you. Who the fuck misses this?
When it's the personal stereo that lets you hear the music in a whole new way, it's a Sony.
Nobody.
Portable Walkmans and boomboxes? Like, I mean, I like collecting them just because some of them look kind of cool. But like, Lee, do you miss changing batteries like every 6 hours?
Dude, D-cell, like the big boom box. It was cool to take it to the park, but also only for the 4 people who were listening to the fucking music that we're listening to. Right. Everyone else hated it. And then you had to bring, it was an 8, like the one behind you. I bet there are 6 D cells in that. Actually, that was like a C cell one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You had to bring that.
And how much were batteries?
Oh, man.
Just ridiculous.
You'd spend more on batteries than you would on the fucking machine by
far, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's. I think that's another great example, right? Like there's no way that people miss that.
I mean, to say that you miss the Walkman and then you have this thing that can play every single thing that you ever wanted immediately in high definition anywhere on the fucking planet, just about. Shut the fuck up.
One of the greatest inventions ever because it replaced so many different things.
Yeah.
So many different things. For example, the next thing, taxi cabs. Someone had taxi cabs on their taxi cabs?
Yeah, nobody misses that. Holy shit.
Lee, was there anything worse than taking a taxi cab? Listen, the last time I took a taxi, this is no joke. Last time I took a cab was in Old Town. And surprisingly, I was not drunk. I was like, hey, I need to get back to this address. The guy conveniently gets lost, right? And there's nothing you could do because he has it running.
Right.
He has it running. And I told him, I go, dude, I'm not paying that full spin there. You're taking wrong turns. I'm telling you where to turn, and you're not going that way.
Right.
And the guy's like playing dumb, like, oh, I don't know where, and I'm like, this is bullshit, man. So the fact that now everything's on the phone and it's like, this is how much it's going to be. Like, that's a game changer, right? That's a game changer.
Yeah. And again, maybe this wasn't written by robots after all. Maybe it was written by like industries.
Who misses taxi cabs?
Nobody. Nobody.
Are they thinking of the TV show Taxi? Because like that was kind of funny, right?
It was kind of funny. I can see that. But no, dude. And your experience was similar to mine. Like the last time I took an actual cab, Jewel and I took one from O'Hare to around the fucking. We used to. So she would park at an FBO, which is a fixed base operations, on the other side of the airport, and then we'd fly out, whatever. And so we'd take a cab, and it was only like a 3-minute drive. And every cab driver would get fucking pissed because they have to wait in line to get you, and then they come up there. And this dude was a complete fucking asshole. And I'm like, this is why you're getting replaced by Uber, you dick. Because we can go over there. Like, seriously, Jewel was getting fired up. And I called the guy a dick. I'm like, hey, Dick, take us where we're going. Drop us the fuck off. And this is why you're getting replaced by people in Camrys, because you're an asshole about it. If you don't like it, get another fucking job, or go Uber. Go take your car and do an Uber, because this is horseshit.
Well, and what's the old stereotype of taxi guys? They smell,
dude. And it was all of it. Like Chicago has some pretty bad taxi. Yeah, it's not
taxi.
Good.
I want to find the person that said, you know what I long for? Taxi cabs. Oh.
Smelly, stinky asshole person driving me around.
Yeah, they're always assholes, right? It's like,
they're always assholes.
It's kind of like tow truck drivers. They're like all assholes. It's like, you have to be an asshole. I mean, they kind of do actually have to be assholes, right?
Well, and some jobs just are antisocial. Like, hey, we're going to need you at 2 a.m. and you're going to tow this thing out, and there may or may not be body parts in it. Like a certain kind of person
running after you, like trying to fight you.
Yeah. Like a certain kind of person gets into that work. That's a self-selecting group of kind of dickheads, because they're not like social. I mean, they're not social. They're not, greeters at hotels and shit. So,
right. How about this one, Lee? This one is near and dear to your heart. And I know for a fact, because I remember it very well. Pagers.
What would you do with a Motorola pager?
Never miss a meeting.
I don't know. Mom's not home. Pagers.
All right, you got the pager number, right?
We're going out.
How will this work?
What would you do?
Anything.
Anytime.
Anywhere I want. Really?
A Motorola pager lets you stay in touch with the important people in your life while doing the things important to you. The affordable, portable Motorola pager.
I get it!
Being the only means of communication. And Lee, you were one of the first people to have a pager, and one of the last. You were like, I don't like people always being able to get a hold of me whenever they can.
Yeah, that expectation is terrible. Yeah, it still is.
It was so funny.
Yeah. So I mean, that one I understand the theory behind it. Like, oh my God, pagers. It was kind of cool that you could just send this thing out in the world, and you didn't know if the other person got it or whatever. You just send them that thing, and then they could get back to you when they could.
Yeah, it could be like in your truck behind your like seat of your car, right?
Yep. Yeah, but now if you don't get immediately back, like they know you're an asshole.
Because everyone knows that you have your $1,500 cell phone on you at all times.
Right. And it will tell you whether it might even connect to your fucking watch. Like, hey, dickhead, the thing in your pocket, pay attention.
Right. So. It was so funny. You're like, you were maybe one of my last friends to actually get a cell phone just because of that. You're like, you whip out a pager and people are like, holy shit, dude, you still have a pager? You're like, yeah, I don't want to get a cell phone. I'm holding out as long as I fucking possibly can to get a cell phone.
Yeah.
So
well, and I sort of did play that one pretty well, all things considered. So I did have a cell phone in 1997 because the Mariners gave me one. But I didn't use it for personal shit. I only used it because back then you had minutes and you had all that shit. And they're like, hey, be careful with it and whatever. And so I didn't use it for that. Then I didn't have one. And you guys all had cell phones by then. Kevin had his like Star Trek or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Kevin was one of the first people.
So I could just say, hey, can I borrow your phone?
Right.
And then I don't know, mid 2000, 2003 or whatever, like my company started buying me phones. And I don't think I've paid for a phone for like just after the 2008 crash. I paid for like a year or two on my own. Other than that, I've never paid for my own cell phone. So I played the cell phone game pretty well.
Oh, sounds amazing.
Yeah, I still don't. I've had 20 years of cell phones paid for by my company. So that's the way you play the cell phone game.
That is. Lee, how about this one? Do you miss this? Do you miss the DARE program and the 80s PSAs?
The 80s and 90s were a hodgepodge of anti-drug nerds trying to ruin our cool lives by telling us drugs weren't copacetic. Don't do drugs. Eggs on frying pans.
This is your brain on drugs.
Learning it from your dad.
I learned it by watching you.
And the granddaddy of them all.
People will tell you that drugs are cool and that everybody's doing them. But you know what? You're wrong.
DARE.
I mean, I guess I missed the, I don't know how humorous it was that they thought they could have some sort of impact on it with that.
Didn't they come out with a study that said like kids weren't even thinking about drugs a lot of the time, and like they're like,
oh wait, what are drugs?
Yeah, they're getting curious, like, whoa.
Get out of here, Dewey.
What are y'all doing in here?
We're smoking reefer.
You know what? I don't want no hangover. I can't get no hangover.
It doesn't give you a hangover.
It's not gonna make me want to have sex, is it?
It makes sex even better.
He's like, you don't want any part of this shit, Dewey. He's like, it'll turn all your bad feelings into good feelings. He's like, I kind of want to do that. And he's like,
exactly, right.
He's like, it sounds expensive. It's the cheapest drug out there.
Exactly.
So funny.
It completely backfired. Yeah. Nancy Reagan is responsible for more drug addicts than almost anybody else. I don't miss those. I want us to just leave it the fuck alone. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Remember all and it was like so big in the 80s, like with, because I think she kicked it off, right? Like, Nancy Reagan, right? With that whole campaign. And then you had then it branched off into like different things where like, you Punky Brewster getting her like friend locked in a refrigerator, and it's like, make sure to lock your refrigerators if you're going to store them out in the backyard or whatever.
Yeah, that was the start of like, oh, we can't fucking let people be people now because one might get hurt.
Right. Yeah. You know what's funny is I looked up, this is so random and it's weird because most people don't remember their DARE officer. Do you remember your DARE? Do you remember the name of your DARE?
I mean, was it Karnofsky?
Holy shit, you had the same one?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Officer Bob Karnofsky. I looked him up the other day. I was like, oh my God. I actually had his name right. Like, and I looked it up and he was like, 30 years of service in the police department.
Yeah. Like, he was our school officer, our school resource officer too. So
that is funny, man. Officer Bob Karnofsky.
Yeah, dude, it's funny. When I was testing for cop shops, I went in and I was testing with Auburn, and they did the oral board, and I was like, they said, oh, I told them I was from Auburn and went to Auburn. I was like, yeah, Officer Karnowski was our SRO, and they're like, oh yeah, he's a whatever. Now he was high up. I don't know if he was chief or what. He was like, I'm like, holy shit.
That's
that guy
funny, man.
that guy ended up being like almost all the way up in Auburn Police Department. So yeah.
That is so funny. That's funny. I didn't know he was like, well, it makes sense. We were kind of like in the same area. So
yeah.
But
I mean, it's Auburn.
Yeah.
By the way, clearly it worked to a T, because Auburn is known for being a drug-free environment.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Completely drug-free.
Lots of good things coming out of Auburn, like the highest pregnancy rate in the country and all this good stuff.
And even today, you think Auburn, you think, oh man, no drugs.
That's where I want to raise a family.
Exactly. Good job, Bob.
Oh God. Okay. Bob's watching this. He's like, hey, whoa. I did my job. I got paid for it. And,
exactly. No, I think he looks at it and goes, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a pretty good career out of telling people that we could stop drugs. Ha ha ha.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bob. All right. So Lee, how about this one? So here's a list of things that actually were good, in my opinion. This is like where I took these and I was like, these are
sure. All right.
These are probably positive things. All right. Housing prices.
Sure.
Even if you do the inflation move, right?
Yep.
Adjusted for inflation.
In 1980, the median household income was $22,000 and the median home price was $47,000. That was only twice the yearly salary. And if you wanted to put down a 20% down payment and closing costs, it would cost you about $11,000, which is only half the yearly salary. So you have your 13% interest rates. Your monthly payment was $485 a month, which was only 26% of your gross income. Now, if we had the same setup that you did in the 80s, our median household income is $80,000. That means the house price would sit around $170,000. A 20% down payment, closing costs would be $40,000. 13% interest rates would put our payment at $1,790 a month, which is 26% of our gross income. But here's our actual reality. Median household income, $80,000. The median home price in 2024 is $419,000, which is 5 times the salary. And if you wanted to put down 20% and closing costs, it would be $100,000, which is more than the actual yearly salary. The payment out the door is still $2,800 a month, which would eat away at 42% of our income.
Interesting stats there.
That's definitely true, but also that will correct a little. I mean, I've been saying this for years, so obviously I've been wrong. But if you look at the 100-year trend line for shit like that,
it's gone down a little tiny bit actually since we.
Yeah, it's down almost 10% here in Bellevue. Like it is coming down, and really those things just have to return to their sort of average against inflation. Not because it's the right thing to do, because that's how economics work. So
we'll be the ripe age of 62 when we finally can buy a house again, Lee.
Right.
Yeah. So
whatever.
How about this one, Lee?
Whenever it was snowing outside, we had to wait by the TV or radio to see if our school was closed. We couldn't just check the internet like kids do today. We had to wake up early, watch the bottom of the TV screen, and hope our school would scroll across the mix of all the other schools. It was such a nail-biting experience, but once you saw your school, it was such a relief.
They're like, you remember when you had to watch the news and it was like a lottery to see if your school made it?
Yeah,
that was actually.
You had to watch the little ticker at the bottom, or you had to wait for them
like,
to. Yeah.
Oh god, we made it! We made it!
Exactly. Yeah.
That was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
And then you get the worst news in the world, 2-hour delay. You're like, son of a bitch!
Oh fuck!
Because then you had to watch for 2 more, because they might still cancel.
Yeah.
So you'd like watch, but you want to go back to bed. You want to like oh man, like
it all starts to melt.
Yeah, and you're like, son of a bitch! It's going the wrong way. Yep. Now though, would that even happen because nobody rides the bus? All the parents have fucking SUVs and they can get through the snow.
Yeah. Do kids still? Do they still have bus? Like they still.
Well,
have
they still have
stuff, right?
buses. I just don't know who the fuck is driving them. Because
also remember a few years ago. It's probably about 15 years ago. I was stuck behind this bus and it was like it stops at every house.
Every house.
I'm like,
right.
What? I go. They don't even walk to like a bus stop.
Common bus stop. No.
Wow.
Nope. And dude, I can tell you, like, there's a school. I don't even know exactly where it is in my neighborhood. It's here somewhere because at 3 in the afternoon or 2:30 or whatever the time, all it is a continuous line of Teslas and SUVs out there for half an hour. It's crazy, and nobody walks, nobody takes a bus. They're stupid parents. I don't know why. Are they working? I don't know where the parents are going that they can just take time off at 2:30 to go pick them up.
Right.
That's what
I know. I'm like, what? That's it. That's fascinating. And here's another one that I saw. I didn't know about this until just a couple days ago. Junk food in vending machines at school.
Brentwood High School students crowded into the hallways to help strip vending machines of all their favorite snack foods. Tasty but fattening treats that experts say have contributed to an alarming rise in childhood diabetes and obesity.
Our obesity in teens has tripled since 1980, and therefore developing health problems later on in life and eventually shortening their lifespan.
School staff worked to replace the banned products from vending machines in advance of new federal rules taking effect July 1st. The new rules ban almost all carbonated drinks and any snacks containing more than 200 calories. Public schools taking federal lunch money must instead feature snacks with whole grains, fruits, vegetables, dairy, or protein. What do you tend to like?
Doritos.
High school junior Fatima Taransa says she'll miss her Doritos, but will try to get used to the healthier snacks.
You know, it's a good thing, and everybody can take advantage of it, so I think it's a great change.
Did you know that they don't have junk food in vending machines anymore? Which is, I mean, it's
that's
probably
actually good,
right?
But yeah. Yeah, but we definitely had, we had fucking garbage food in.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I remember you getting lunch and your lunches were like Twix.
Oh, it's
and
candy and,
a Coke.
Yeah. And, in a world where now they feed kids, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at school, but it's always an apple and a whatever, it's like semi not terrible, I think. Holy shit.
Well, they do that in some schools. I had to verify with Ryan. I go, Ryan, do they still and didn't I think he said like in certain districts they still do
right.
That.
I'm sure it's the
because
I
checked with Jen, and Jen said that no, I have to give Zoe, lunch money still.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, and I mean, but now I imagine if you went in to look at a high school lunch cafeteria, it would not be horrifyingly bad for you food.
Right.
It's probably not great. I mean, they have to do it on a budget, but like ours, holy shit, man. Like just, machines full of fucking candy. And then you could go to a little store and buy like Green River Pop. And
dude.
It was pure sugar. Everything was sugar and carbs.
They had the regular cafeteria, which had, burgers and, burritos. And
little pizzas.
Yeah. And then they had the student store or whatever it was.
Yeah.
With this just all shit.
Chips and candy and pop and
Could I get the peanut M&Ms and a Quicks and a Coke?
Yeah. Well, and remember, they always did the candy sales and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, candy was maybe candy still is. I don't know if candy's a part of, but like, good Lord. Yeah, they were definitely trying to fucking give us diabetes when we were kids.
Oh.
Holy shit.
It's pretty fantastic, though.
Yeah, I mean, when you're that age, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's
especially because everything in the vending machine was 50 or 75 cents.
Right.
So
yeah, 50 cents.
You could definitely stock up on some shit.
Yeah, so you could go in there and get like a can of regular Coke, because like you would dare drinking like Diet Coke.
Oh yeah, no
regular Coke, and then like I would always get like a Coke and like M&Ms or something, or a Twix
for like a buck. For a buck, you could get a can of Coke.
Even. No tax.
Can of Coke. Again, if you fill a little bank vault bag with quarters, you had it set because it was just all quarters.
So amazing. Okay, how about this, Lee? How about that? There's only a few of these, but things that no one misses. I think we already kind of covered some of these, but public smoking.
A bar going smokeless. It's a bold change Knott thinks will help and not hurt his business by bringing in new customers. And the Valley's new idea is firing up a lot of discussion at other businesses. Smoking at the Verb will soon disappear as well, and the owner's excited about a fresh start.
I think it's going to be really nice to be able to walk in here, have a couple drinks, and leave and not have to go home and take a shower because you stink so bad.
So as two major bars go smoke-free, others wait for the choice to become mandatory. In Terre Haute with photojournalist John Tim, Rondrell Moore, News 10.
Yeah, I don't think anybody misses that except for smokers.
Yeah. Well, I even know some, like, my brother used to smoke, and he's like, I fucking hated it. I hated it. Like, I liked smoking, but I didn't like other people smoke.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And Lee, it was fucking everywhere. We're talking like restaurants and airplanes.
Everywhere.
Airplanes.
Yeah, everywhere. Yep.
It's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, Jewel and I talk about that because, obviously we both worked in bars and stuff at some point. You would go down to a bar, even if you weren't drinking or participating in everything.
Oh.
You would just get coated in that fucking shit, and you would come home and you'd almost like have to shower after, like, and throw your clothes right in the water, because otherwise if you left those clothes on your carpet, your house or your apartment would smell like smoke.
It's the double hangover. We'd actually get hungover from the alcohol, but then you'd have the silt of like smoke, like
and that man,
that was on. It was so
that
gross.
whole smoke thing, man. Like you remember, even when you'd go look at apartments and shit, like if a smoker had been there, you could first of all you could just smell it as a whole thing. But like you'd look around like the vents and stuff somewhere, and it would just be like
yellow
black
and
tar.
brown. Oh, it's so nasty.
Smoking. Yeah, smoking is definitely something I'm glad is mostly in the past.
And
smoking.
Someone mentioned, Lee. Remember when you the old school cars, right? And then they have the little ashtray on the side, and you burn the shit out of your hand, like on your arm. You're like, fuck!
Right.
So stupid. But also I kind of miss like all the little compartments they had for like you'd use that for trash and stuff, right?
Totally.
Like
or change or whatever.
Yeah. Put your gum wrappers in there and stuff. Oh yeah, change. There you go. Yeah. How about this one? Things that no one misses: phone books and encyclopedias.
My folks make sure I get a good breakfast. You know, plenty of fiber and all that stuff. Also, they bought me nice school clothes. They got me a computer, a video camera, a compact disc player. But the problem is, hardly any of this stuff can really help me with my schoolwork.
There is something you could have which would help you a lot. Do you know what that is?
No, but I'm afraid you're going to tell me.
Yes. It's the new Encyclopedia Britannica.
Encyclopedia Britannica. Now you tell me. I've got a report due tomorrow.
On what?
On the exploration of space.
Take a look at this. From the first beeps of Sputnik to the triumph of the Apollo moon landing.
Hey, I'm impressed. This way, I wouldn't have to worry about getting to the library. It's right in my own home.
Day and night. Encyclopedia Britannica, the library that never closes.
I thought it was my key to the information age.
It's both, actually.
Yeah.
How many times did you ask your mom, like, hey mom, how do you spell, like, and be like, look it up. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to, I'm not exactly sure how to spell it. So I don't know
how am I going to look it up if it's by alpha? Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm sitting here I'm like, this could have been solved like, 10 minutes ago if you just would have like told me about this. And here I am now at the library looking up this shit. And it's like, oh God, cell phones. Oh.
Well, just the internet where you can get answers to everything. And again, that comes with a consequence because some of the answers suck. Right?
Yeah.
They're
thank goodness for the internet, Lee. Because like, I was thinking about this the other day too. Does this phrase ever come out of a kid's mouth these days? I'm bored. Is there any boredom? Is there any boredom these days? Because remember, like back in the day, you had to find shit to do. You're like,
oh yeah.
I always talk about that, we didn't have like, toys and stuff like all the time. And I would be like, well, I sure wish I had a Star Wars toy. And I would just pick up a toy that looked like or pick up a piece of bark that looked like the Millennium Falcon.
Totally.
And I would be sitting there flying it around my house. And I'm like, wow, like we had to make weird shit up just to like entertain ourselves. Yeah. Now there's countless games, every piece of music, every video you could ever think of that it was ever created at the touch of your finger on a iPad, on the internet. There can't be people bored now. There can't be, right?
I mean, I think they are, but it's different bored. I think they're bored because there are too many options and none of them are stimulating anymore.
Man.
Because like that does happen if you just burn yourself out, always getting the thing that you want all the time. Like you could get sick of that, right?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. We're just speculating. We don't have the kids to test this out.
But it is true. Like if you just get the thing that you want all the time immediately right when you want it, that can be boring.
Yeah.
But also there's an infinite number of things that people can do now. So if you get bored with that, you just pick another thing.
Okay. How about this?
You're right. We would have to dig in the backyard with sticks and shit.
I know. It's crazy. How about this one? Not being monitored all the time.
Meet the Ring Video Doorbell Wired. It's the smallest and lowest price doorbell we've ever made. With motion detection and HD footage, you're always in the know.
Are you looking for something?
Use two-way talk with anyone.
Hey there, I've got your tacos.
Tacos? Wrong house. Who are you talking to? My doorbell.
The Ring Video Doorbell Wired gives you the peace of mind of Ring. No matter who stops by and no matter where you are, with Ring, you're always home.
Now there's like, security cameras and Ring doorbells everywhere. And I was like, I was initially, when I saw this one, I was like, huh. Who probably hates this the most? Serial killers.
Yeah. Yes. I was going to say, like, I don't like the idea of it because it could be used like in some sinister way, but also I don't notice it. It doesn't impact my life as far as I can tell.
Yeah, no, I think it's probably a good thing, right?
Except ads for shit that I clearly, must have muttered. My phone heard, and it's like, oh, he wants, fucking Brussels sprouts for dinner. Let's give him an ad for Brussels sprouts. Like, I don't like it. I don't like that much information is out there for, just being sort of extracted from my existence. But I don't really feel it.
It's good for the for the citizens in the police department with all those police brutality shit. But also,
it can be, but it can also be the opposite, where super.
I fucking hate those videos where like people are always starting shit with cops.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, all right, man. Like,
yeah.
Because then you post it and it's like, all right, like.
I think people
then
see
you
them
post
for the assholes.
of video,
though. Right?
And you're like, wait, dude, how come we're seeing the end of this?
Yeah, it's a 10-minute video, and you show the last minute where the dude finally punches you in the face.
Yeah, you spit in their face or something.
Right.
Yeah. So serial killers probably like, oh, fucking. Back in the day, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Oh, those are the best days.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like all the surveillance on cars because I like to drive fast, but so far, it's been fine.
Yeah. There you go. How about this? I don't partake in this very much, but food delivery services. Remember, it used to be like it was just pizza.
One hot number is all you need. Domino's Pizza delivers. 30 minutes fast and free. Domino's Pizza delivers. Quality is making it to your door. We're taking it. Domino's Pizza. 30 minutes fast and free. Domino's Pizza delivers.
No problem.
Pizza's the only thing I ever had delivered until I was probably in my 30s.
Yeah.
40s maybe. I don't know. I don't do pizza. I don't do food delivery either. But I think I ordered Chinese food a couple times in Indiana. Like, other than that, it was always just pizza.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, they make a killing too, because they found out people will pay whatever it costs to get delivered food, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's
man.
Crazy.
Dude, okay, so this may not make the pot, I'll put it this way. This story might have to be off. We'll talk about it. Dude, our administrator at work, she's like, hey, yeah, I've had this sugar daddy guy for a long time, whatever. And she goes, yeah, he added up how much money he gave her a credit card, just a credit card. And he goes, you can use it for DoorDash. For 3 years. How much do you think she spent in 3 years? Cause she said, how much did I spend in 3 years on DoorDash?
I would say $4,000.
Like, buddy.
Close?
Oh, buddy.
No. Oh, I thought I was being like over.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Do you want me to guess again, or?
It was $58,000.
$58,000? Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So she just had free reign with this credit card that she could do whatever she wanted with?
$1,200 a month over that period in.
Did he put a stop to this?
No.
Eventually, or what? No.
That's what
kind of job is this?
I mean, I think the dude's in software or something or whatever. That's
Holy.
So that's
Nikes.
I mean, it's
just for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
But dude, that's $40 a day every day, right? But $40, you don't have to eat every day because those DoorDash things are fucking massively expensive, right?
Wow.
So if she got like one meal a day, for sure it's $40, right? I think because DoorDash is super expensive.
Easily. Those services are expensive, man.
Right. And so she was saying, she goes, I should be kind of embarrassed by it, but like, some days I wouldn't get any, but most days I'd get at least one, whatever. And like, but okay, so some days you get 3, that's $120. Like, holy shit.
Wow.
So, dude, it was insane. And I just went, holy fucking shit. So I'm not sure that can make the podcast because I'm talking about somebody that people know, but like, holy shit, dude. She showed me that and I was like,
wow, that's wild. That is wild.
Yeah, but so think about, like, it sounds insane, right? But $40 a day, there are definitely people spending $40 a day on DoorDash.
Right.
Regular people, just everyday people.
Well, my brother and I, we did it. I think I had a gift card and I could justify it because it would pay for half of it or whatever, right?
Right.
And then,
right.
But you look at the price of how much it is, and it's like they add on so much more just to the actual whatever you're ordering.
Yeah.
And then there's the delivery charge and the convenience charge and all this shit. And you're like, oh my God. So we stopped doing it. We're like, one of us will go pick it up. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's the thing is like, I've never done it. I think I might have done it once, but I don't even know how it works, except I know that it's like 4 times as expensive.
Yeah.
Like just go get it or make yourself some food. Like, but no, when I heard that, holy shit, dude. And what was crazy about it was if you really add it up, it's probably not that uncommon. I think people are probably spending $1,000 a month on DoorDash.
That is wild.
Anyway, I derailed us there, and I forget where we were just before, but I had to mention that because when she showed me that, I was stunned. And then when we did the math, I was like, well, $40 a day.
So crazy. It is crazy. How about, okay, so things that are better now.
Yep.
Not having to memorize phone numbers. Do you, Lee? I know for a fact, at least 2 numbers.
862-7040. That was my phone number and then we got area codes because we didn't have them for forever. And it was 206 at first, and then it switched to 253. Yeah. Yeah. That was my home phone number. 862-7040.
Do you remember your close friend's phone number?
862. No. But I mean, I could probably get there if I thought about it. But I had a few of them memorized. And that one I remember because I wrote them on my catcher's glove. Yeah. Like you wrote your phone number on your fucking baseball glove and shit. So.
It is so funny. Like that's like now you ask somebody, they're like, why the fuck would I know that?
Yeah. What?
Like, what? I
you
barely
remember
know
a
my
phone number?
Here. You I mean, you have
here's
to
my contact thing
to put it in somewhere or something, but geez.
Yeah. I agree with that. Having to memorize that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. How about this one? Remember old Danny Marsh buying film or having to wait for the pictures to be developed. And sometimes it would take months or years to even see these pictures.
Everybody knows the old rules of photography.
I hope that's the right film for direct sunlight.
But new Kodak Gold Max breaks them all.
Using the same film in here?
Why not? New Kodak Gold Max makes just about any light the right light.
And now, the cha-cha.
And that shot will never come out.
Of course it will. And all in the same roll of film. So ignore the rules.
Too dark!
Just remember, if this film isn't in your camera, imagine the pictures you'd miss. New Kodak Gold Max.
That's why I didn't really take pictures. Honestly, I never took pictures because
it's just annoying, right?
And
then you got to you're like, I don't even, is this full? And then you have to sometimes you don't even know. And then you have to wait till it stopped clicking on the.
Right.
Oh,
right. I just never,
bad.
I mean, I didn't take very many pictures. That's partially why, because I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't care about this.
Well, it's a good thing you had me.
Yes, you were definitely the documentarian. Yeah, I'm glad you took some pictures. I mean, I said it. I don't think there'd be a picture of me from 1994 to 2004 if it wasn't for you.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Okay. So having to call someone's house and speak to their parents or sibling, like the old famous one, we're calling Woody. Hi, could I speak to Woody?
Which Woody?
Big Woody or Little Woody?
Exactly. Yep.
This is the greatest thing ever. But yeah, or having to, you see, it forced us though to speak to people, right?
And to speak to adults. It forced us to speak to adults.
Or
and you
older
couldn't just
brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
right?
But you had to learn how to interact with people of different generations and stuff, and with a different expectation. Like, I couldn't just call, Brett's house and be like, when his mom answered, hey, get Brett, or hey, what's up?
Yeah.
So-and-so. Like, you have to be, oh,
yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Mason. Hello, Mrs. Mason. This is Lee. Is Brett there?
Well, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Cleaver.
Oh, I was just about to ring, Mr. Cleaver. It's a lovely day out, isn't it?
No, it is not.
Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Cleaver.
Exactly, right. You had to learn to speak to different people in different ways. Now,
yeah.
I don't think anybody learns how to speak to anybody.
Or remember, knocking on doors.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even need to knock on doors anymore. Hey, I'm going to be there in 5 minutes.
And the Ring camera. I mean, it's,
yeah.
Social interaction is definitely changing. I do miss that because I feel like we did it better, but we didn't. We just did it for the way that was appropriate for our time. A
lot of people have serious anxiety about shit like that now too, where I see it when I'm talking to people.
Well, that's the anxiety thing is a whole separate thing. Kids are anxious today because they are afraid of everything because nobody's ever given them a chance to fucking do it and fail and learn that they can do it. That's everything. They are the most anxious generation because we've never taught them that they're fucking fine. that they can get through it. They're like, I've never done this. I've never talked to a human. It's like, well, you'll be fine. Just fucking try it.
Talk to a human.
Right. And then they're, oh my God, I've never failed at anything because nobody's ever let me fail.
Yeah.
Like it really is that. But anyway.
Yeah. So I had this random question. I don't know why I just had this at the very end, but you know how they always talk about like, there's always like these posts or something like that. They'll be like, who was the coolest dad? Who was the coolest TV dad back in the day? And I'm like, who was the coolest TV dad? And I'm like, you know what's funny? My pick never ever mentioned in the lists of all these coolest dads. And there's a ton of them. I looked up like a bunch of lists. Mine was never on there.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'll tell you mine, but who are your picks for some of the coolest dads?
Mr. Drummond.
Mr. Drummond's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. He's like some old man. You could probably get away with a bunch of shit.
He's liberal, but he's also funny. He treats the kids with respect, but he's also stern and like, come on, man.
He'd set you on your knee and have a good like conversation with you, Mr. Drummond.
He'd have those hard conversations, but he also had wealth, but he was, giving. Yeah. Fucking Mr. Drummond, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good. How about Al Bundy?
Yeah, Al Bundy, definitely. Yeah.
This one would be kind of, in the realm of if you're at like high school, it'd be kind of cool to have this dad. I don't know how cool it'd be to have this dad, but it'd be cool to say this is your dad. Tony Soprano.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's not really, he is a TV dad,
right?
But
no one's fucking with you, right? You got that.
Homer Simpson's a great TV dad.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. He might give you some radiation, like
exactly,
exposure. Yes. But other than that, yeah, he's drunk half the time, and Dan Connor. What about Dan?
Dan Connor was pretty good.
Yeah. Philip Banks.
Yeah, he was all right. He's kind of annoying, but
Yeah. I remember like the one time he like Dan Connor would do this too. Like they're usually pretty even keel, but they could blow up on you. They're very protective when it comes down to it. Jason Seaver. Do you remember Jason Seaver?
Yeah, from
Growing Pains.
Yeah, there are a few of them that are nice. I don't know. Would you call Higgins a dad?
I found 2 empty bottles of a particularly decent Chateau Noir Bordeaux 57 in your rubbish.
You went through my garbage?
The discovery was purely accidental, but I find it particularly offensive that you used them to wash down an order from something called Macho Taco.
He was the housekeeper, but he was the dad figure, right? The dad figure to fully adult Navy SEAL.
Then you have the cheesier dads, right? Like, you have the Danny Tanners and the Mike Brady's, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Would you want a cool dad or would you want a cheesy dad?
Would I want, when I was a kid, I would have wanted a cool dad, but as an adult now, no, I want somebody who's going to teach me a couple of lessons and make it so I'm not a dickhead adult.
What about this one, Lee? This one's a good one for you. Ron Swanson.
I just picked up the girls. Thought we'd stop by.
How are the girls? Her children are loud.
Is he a dad?
I can't think of anything more beautiful to share with my son.
Just as we suspected, John. We repaired the valve stem seal.
Ron Swanson is fucking awesome. Everything about Ron Swanson is awesome. So, yes, I'm in. If he's a dad, then he wins. He can build a canoe. He'll teach you a good lesson. He's anti-government. Fucking A.
All right, here's last one, and then I'll give you my pick, because none of these are my pick. And this is probably not the best dad. Walter White. What do you think about Walter White?
That's a really good... That's a really good pick. He was a good dad. He did it all for his family. He kept saying through 7 seasons, I did this for my family, until finally Skylar's like, don't you dare say you did it for your family. He's like, I did it for me.
Oh, God. And I liked it.
God damn, that show was good.
It was. What about Hank? Would have been probably a pretty cool dad, right?
Yeah,
he a dad?
True.
Did he have a kid?
No, they didn't have any kids.
Oh, they didn't have any?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because remember, they just always had to take the kids away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my pick for the coolest dad back in the day that no one talks about. I don't know how no one talks about him. But my choice is Edward Stratton III. Do you know who that is?
That's from Family Ties, right?
No.
Edward Stratton, Silver
Spoons.
Yes. I was thinking Silver Spoons.
Yes.
Yeah. I was thinking Jason Bateman instead of Justine Bateman. That's yeah.
Oh,
Edward Stratton
good. That's good.
Yeah, with the train and the whole. Yeah, I totally agree. That guy was the best dad. Yeah.
Like, dude, he's super nice. He's riding trains. They have like a video arcade in his living room. Come on.
Yeah.
No one brings up Edward Stratton III?
Yeah.
Come on.
Man.
Anyway.
Well, here's a question. So how edited is this for current times? Did Mr. Huxtable make it?
Haven't you ever noticed that after one of my barbecues and they have the sauce, people want to get right home?
So I thought about putting him on the list.
Because if you asked this question in 1995, he's number
20
one
years
on
ago,
the list, right? He's on the top of he's the top of the list. Who's the best TV dad?
I kept seeing clips of him when Malcolm Jamal Warner died a few weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, this is awkward.
The best TV dad up until a really, really definitive point was clearly Cliff Huxtable.
Yeah, but then if you break it down, he delivers babies in his basement?
Right.
Weird. Like, come down to my basement. I'm gonna stick my tools in you. And
yeah, the whole thing was kind of weird, but it wasn't weird if you presumed he was not a weirdo.
Yeah.
But then when you realize he's a weirdo, you're like, oh man, you guys could have changed that.
No one knew. Well, I guess actually
nobody. I mean, everybody knew. Like that's the thing, dude. Is like everybody knows in those that they all know. It's just they go, he hasn't really been caught. He hasn't. You think everybody doesn't know what was going on with Epstein when they were to come on? Like, I think everybody knows. Nobody wants to get involved, and nobody wants to ruin somebody with like a false accusation. But dude, come on.
Awkward.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you bringing that up because that was one of the ones I was like, I kept going, do I put him in there? Like,
that's the thing is like, what's the context? Is the context in when we were watching or now knowing what we know? Or just his character? Because his character is still really good.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that the guy behind the character was kind of a rapist.
Oh, God.
So, that doesn't make for a good dad, usually.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, that's all I have, man. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this conversation? I know that we went over quite a bit.
I mean, I think the thing with nostalgia and looking back is always the tie between almost everything is just the shared experience. I think that's what people are after, and I think that's what we all remember. And people forget pain. Like you forget pain immediately, like when you're, people running a marathon or hiking or doing whatever. You only remember the view. You don't remember the pain going up. And that's what people do. They always look back and they go, oh, that was all good times. It's like, no, you're just forgetting the part that sucked.
That's so true because, like there were times that, our family, we didn't have a lot of money or anything like that. And like, we were like, but I don't remember. You don't remember that. You're like, remember the great TV shows and like movie nights and ordering pizza and like all this shit. It was like, it is funny.
That's how nostalgia works. It's a gift of like nostalgia, I guess. Is that it removes some of that pain and you get to think back on all the cool shit. Yeah. That's pretty cool because it would suck to remember only all the friction. Yeah. So, Yep.
It's interesting. I'm gonna listen to some tapes here. And...
Wait, do you have headphones that are going to work with that? You got to seek those out.
Damn.
Sorry, buddy.
Dang it. Yeah, you can't listen to this without headphones.
Good luck.
Oh, crap. All right. On that note,
just put the tape in the fucking ghetto blaster behind you.
All right, we're going to leave it there, Lee. Thanks for coming on, buddy. It's always,
dude.
It's always fun talking to you, catching up.
Yeah.
No, we really didn't catch up. We went back way in history.
Yeah. So, well, that's what we do because that's when we lived.
That's true. All right.
Cool, dude. Thanks for having me on.
You bet, man. For Lee Olson, I'm Josh. And as always, thank you for being a friend.